everyone, this is the last video. This is the last video of this series. For everybody who's liked it, for everybody who shared it, for everybody who subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate it. For everybody that showed me love on Instagram and Twitter, thank y'all so much. For everybody who went to my website, nerdboyq.com. Very simple. No underscore in the website though. Thank you for visiting that. I really appreciate it. I didn't know it would help so many people, but I'm glad it did. But this is for 3D printing, right? So we want to get us ready. So last thing we left off with was this. Zim was complete. So what are some finishing touches we do? So this part is going to be really relatively simple. We've done the hard work, right? What we want to do now is separate everything, um, finish it up, and make it ready. Because a lot of people they buy 3D printers, but a lot more people know how to model, and modeling is a lot less expensive, so you can make your models and post them online. And I put my links to my different the different forums I'm part of and different sites I'm on with my models, so you can see them. I'm going to put this one up as well. I have the file ready already. In fact, I'll show you some of the processes. So few things to take into account. I have different types of printers. The main two technologies are resin printers and FDM printers. FDM stands for fused deposition modeling. Fused it's either fused deposition molding or modeling. I can look it up later. But what that means is there's a hot nozzle, it squirts out the plastic and it goes along a line, right? So that's where you get these layer lines. So if you see closely, and let me make this a little bit bigger. Sorry, y'all got to see me for a second. So this is the design, right? And you can see the layer lines, right? Because it goes along the edges and makes those lines, right? And what you'll see, and I have another one. This is for those who wonder, this is a HTPLA made by Matter Hackers. Usually your prints they come out like rough, and then you got to clean them up, right? One thing to notice, this was a failed print. One thing to notice is no matter how well you design it, make sure you design it ready for 3D printing specifically. Now you'll notice like the legs are really slim because that's how cartoons are made, and the arms they break off because I had to scale it up a lot. But for the most part, you get the design, and then you have to break off supports. So what are supports? We talked about supports before, and let me see. On this specific print, I ran out of filaments. It printed perfect, but I ran out of filament. And that is what we call infill, right? Infill is when that's just material that's like to fill the voids in the center so that anything in it that needs to be supported can still be supports because you can't put real supports. These on the outside are called supports, and you have to break these away to get to the print. So that's what we mean by all these areas where the angle is really steep. You need supports to hold that part up. So I have to break all these off, and I had to reprint it because I ran out of filament, right? But this print was coming out perfect. The arms came out well, but I had to scale it up because FDM printers can't print as easily. I'll say that can't print as easily with the same dimensions as a resin printer. This is a resin print of Invader Zim. The lines came out on the shirt. Resin printers, I've cured it for those who the health fanatics. I have cured it. Curing it is when you take it and expose it to UV rays, which is direct sunlight, or you get UV LEDs. I have UV LEDs, and I let it sit for hours till it gets solid. And when it comes out, it's pretty soft. So I did put a hole in the bottom, and we'll go into that in a second. So I am going to show those processes for both styles of printers if you're interested in printing it. And like I said, I will post this file later. So let me get rid of my face because I know y'all tired of seeing that. And so how did I do this? How did I get it prepared? What does that mean to get it prepared for 3D printing, right? So it's not letting me put it over any further. Sorry, guys. So here's our model, right? One thing I didn't like was one, the chin wasn't really protruding as much as I'd like it to protrude. So there's one part. I just wanted that part to be a little smooth. So I can go into edit mode, and I'll just go into faces. We're already in face mode. And what we'll do is I'll click something like, I don't know, here to here. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, we'll go with that. And we're gonna go in a proportional editing mode by clicking O, and this should be blue now. And we're gonna say grab Z and make sure, yeah, we don't want it too much, not too low, just enough, maybe like right there. And I still feel like it's too far back, so I'm gonna do grab Y, GY, and just grab it up just a bit, like right there. That should be good. Now we get a little bit more chin, and then we can even go a little bit further and get the smaller portion. Grab Y, GY, sorry, and pull that up a bit. There we go. That feels more like a chin. All right. Now, always do this before you export. This is a major part of preparing it for 3D modeling. So one, this model is very small, right? For instance, the feet are really small. This is going to be extremely hard to print in FDM style. Resin, it'll be hard, but as long as you scale it up, it should be okay. But with FDM styles, that's the normal um, larger 3D printers that you're used to seeing, like the Crealities and Creality Ender 3 and any Cubics and all that. Those are FDM style printers, right? These are really small. So what I'm going to do is first, I'm going to add seams like we did before so that we can select certain areas. So like here, I click that face and click L. It only selects everything within that area because I've separated my model by this seam. So now I got that area, click this, but this isn't separated. It looks like it is, but that's just the crease isn't added to 100%, I believe. So I'm going to go into edge mode and create all my areas. So boom, control click. Remember, if you want to grab it in a pattern, uh, in a continuous pattern. So I didn't grab that whole area. Let me see. Grab, and this is going to be slowed down. So let me turn that off for right now. Click here, and that should be the whole area. Click Control E, and then go to your edges menu, and then go to Mark Scene. So now when you click this face and click L, it only selects that area. So do the same for these other areas. I'm gonna speed through these because this is the finish. These are the finishing touches. It shouldn't take much. Control E, uh, Mark Seam. We also want to do this with the legs. Go around, go around. Oh, select the right thing. Go around and around. Control E, mark scene. Do the same thing here. Go around, go around, go around. Oh, there we go. Go around. Make sure it's all connected. All right, Control E, mark scene. Always test it by clicking face. Click a random face, click L. Good to go. Do it here. Click L. Good to go. Where else do we need separation? Oh, this area, actually. That color is different. And I'm gonna do some more coloring in this version as well. Just so we can get, when you post it, it just looks better when you add it. Uh, make sure you get all the nooks and crannies because you can miss different edges. Click here, click here, click here, uh, click here, get all the way down, Control E, mark seam, do the same on this arm. And this model is very simple. So it's a lot easier to do these separations. The more complex your designs get, the harder this is going to be. It's going to be a headache. But once you get comfortable enough, it's the same pattern over and over. But this is literally the easiest part. Control E, mark seam. Boom, boom, boom. So let's make sure all our areas are separated. L, L, yep, good. L, L, good. Are our teeth separated? They should be. And we know our eyes are separated. Again, I'm just clicking a face and clicking L. You can only do this L thing in face mode. So there, L, good. L, good, 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 good. Okay, so now I'm wondering if I can see my colors. Uh, yes. So those are already black. The teeth are already white. Um, I think our boots, Shift L, those need to be black. So let's go to our materials. We're gonna assign these. We already made these colors before. Click the black. Coloring always takes so much. Come on, come on. All right, I'm gonna click assign. That's good. And I think the gloves are black. I didn't do the lines on the arms, but I'm not really concerned about those. Click black again, assign. Um, how do we want to do this? Hmm, I do want the lines on this area. Uh, let's do this. Let's go to edge. Um, Option A to deselect. Box select. Box select. Box select. And then select edge loops. Didn't go into face mode. Oh man, it's not gonna let me do that. Can it, will it let me do this? No. This is gonna be, all right, we gotta do it the hard way. Let's go here. And this is the hard way because I'm gonna scale some of these pieces up so they make more sense in 3D printing world. Select, loops, edge loops, Control E, mark seam, and now going to face mode, uh, L, shift click, L, shift click, L. Oh, wait, wait, wait. Oh, somehow there's a void between this area. Oh, actually, and yeah, this whole edge area back here didn't get selected. So see, this is where you have to be careful. Click E, and let's do mark seam, and we need to mark seam around this collar. E, Control E, mark seam, and this should fix it. I feel like I'm missing a line somewhere. Oh, there's a whole area that's missing. Let's go here, go here, uh, mark seam. Okay, that should be good. How did that happen? And they're little, you gotta be very careful about these little corners. Like right there. Go across. Uh, go here. Uh-oh. I turned the modifier off, didn't I? Alright, Control E, mark seam. Alright, now let's go back into face mode and see if that's separated. Yes. Oh, I didn't select this area. Because I want this, I don't know, what do you want to call this? The collar, I guess. I want the collar to be separated. So let's go here. It's going slow because I'm in this mode where it's rendered. And I want this whole area to be, oh, I want to see the color. So Control E and mark seam. All right, now we should be good to go. So let's go back into face mode. L, there we go. L, and L, see if we select it all the way around. Yep, and we're gonna assign black to this. Yes. Um, Save, always save. Oh, let me go to my handy dandy website. HTML. I think I already got it saved. And let's go upload file. Zim. Actually, that's my thumbnail. That's the wrong file. Let's go to desktop. Blender. WTF. And where's my reference image? There we go. All right, so some of these colors, I think this one is a different pink. Copy that. Yeah, that's a different pink. So L, come on. These always take a while because we're in this mode. Shift L, Shift L, Shift click. I think, yep, that part, and Shift click L. And those should all get the same pink. So this is a different pink. So we're gonna create a new material. Click new, scroll down, base color, go to hex. And for those who missed the first one, and just skip to the end. There we go. Hit enter. There we go. And we'll call this I don't know, color off pink, soft pink. We'll say soft pink. Assign. There we go. And this pink is slightly different too. Let's get that one. Yeah, that was darker. And I don't know if this is like a shirt or armor or I don't know, man. L. Yeah, still rendering. All right. Oh no. Shift click, L, shift click, L, shift click. And remember, the front is separated from the back on that top part. So shift click L. And then we're going to do assign. Oh, actually, that's the wrong pink. Uh, this is the new one. Did I copy it yet? Copy. And base color, X. Uh, okay. All right. Did I name it already? Oh no, I changed the white by accident. Blah 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 blah. I didn't make a new color. What happened? Oh, it's not. Hmm. That's one thing to take into account when you're doing um your properties. For some reason, the properties. 1, 2, 3, 6. All right, that's supposed to be white. So I messed up my white. All right, and then I need to make a new. Yeah, I didn't make a new color. So I go down, new material, a new material. That's what it's supposed to be called. For all you fanatics about naming. There we go. And we can call this, I don't know. I'm calling it a skirt because it looks like a skirt. All right, or a shirt, just a long shirt. Uh, all right, and that should be what it looks like. Let's go into object mode and get a good image. Yeah. Now you'll notice when I go back into my modifiers and turn them on, it'll kind of look like everything's bleeding over. So if you want to fix that, like these should be fine, but I think these rings are going to be, or what's going to bother you the most, and then right here. So to fix that, you go back into edit mode. Let's turn it off for right now, and so we can save time. And go to edge, and we're going to select these edges, these edges, these edges. All right. Select your loops, edge loops, and we're going to increase that crease. So go to item, crease, 1. Yep, that should be good. And I don't like how it bleeds all over here too. So we're going to go here, there, there. Uh-oh. Control Z. There. Go all the way, turn this off so I can see. Yep. And go all the way around. Go there. And go here. Go here. 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 And like I said, once you've done this enough, you'll know all the tricks. And I'm doing this so you can at least, like I said, I don't know everything, but I know just enough so you can fix the presentation of it. You can make sure it prints successfully. That should be good. And then this should be green. I don't want that green bleeding either. I don't think it is, but just in case. Boom, boom, boom. Oh man, what sucks is after I do all this, one, all right, and then the eyes. Boom, 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 boom. Shift click, control click, control click, control click, control click. Oh, control click. Make sure it's clicking the right edges. Boom. Increase that to 1. Boom. Go to object mode. And now let's view it. And we're going to go into this mode. Look at that. Look at that. Our model is completely color. And what I like to do, and I'm going to do it right now, is I'm going to say, actually, before I do that, now we're going to fix some things. Go back into edit mode by clicking tab. Turn all this off so you can see things clearly. And these arms are going to have a hard time. So let's click that. Actually, I'm not in face mode, so click face, click L, click this face, click L, click this face, click L, click this face, click L. And this is what I'm going to do. Actually, let's do it arm by arm. Click L. And then say, go in the front mode, say scale 1.1, or turn proportional editing off. Scale 1.2, maybe. That should be good. Grab Z, GZ, -1. Grab X, let's say 1. Okay. And grab Z, -1. -0.5. That should be good. That should be good. So I made these arms bigger, so when it prints, it doesn't have as many problems. Because you'll see, like I said, in that original print, things start breaking off, and it's just not big enough. So then I'm do scale 1.2. I think that's what I did. Grab Z, -2, -1. Grab X, 1. Grab Z, -0.5, 1. Gosh, I don't remember. Okay, so let's do this. I don't remember. What did I do? So I did scale 1.2. Okay, do the same thing here. And you got to do this because I don't have it in mirror mode. Oh, what happened? L. I don't have it in mirror mode, so I'm trying to remember it and go off memory, but that's not always a good practice. But because I'm trying to hurry up and give you all what you need, GZ, I want to make sure -1. Actually, but I don't like how deep it's gotten into there. So let's do this. L, L, grab X, 1. Let's say 0.5. Nah, 7.5? Nope, 1. So I say grab X, 1. Yep, link, grab X, 1, -1. Because you go in the opposite direction, link, linked, grab Z, -0.5. Yeah, that should be it. L, L, grab Z, negative 0.5. Boom. Um, I don't like how that shoulders out. Grab X, 0.2. Yeah. Link, link, grab X, negative 0.2. There we go. So now they're symmetric, and we want to do this with our feet to L. We're going to do scale, I don't know, 1.2. Same thing? Yep. Scale 1.2. Oh, didn't do L. Scale 1.2. And we're going to grab both of them. Negative 1, maybe 2. 1.5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that too much? Oh, no, it's too deep in there. Grab C, negative 2. 1.986. That looks good. 6. Okay. All right. So then that's the legs that drop down. Should I bring them in a little? No. I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna keep them right there. All right. So now that we have everything scaled up a bit, next thing we want to do is check for non-manifold. So we're gonna go into vertex mode. All right. Click deselect all. Go into wireframe mode so you can see Z4. And now you're gonna go to select. Actually, yep. Select by trait and hit non-manifold. What does non-manifold means? And it tells you how many is selected. So we got 21 vertices are non-manifold. Non-manifold means when you try to create, manifold is for like real world. So this means that these objects are not modeled in a real world mentality or method. So for example, if you look, and this is why I said put it in wireframe mode. So if I go into solid mode, Z6, it's highlighted these vertices. But the problem vertices, because these are real, the problem vertices live within this. And that line wouldn't exist in a real world situation, at least not in 3D printing. And it could cause issues. Now I've tried to print it with this non-manifold vertices before. Sometimes it works, but it depends on your design. So just to be safe, fix it. So Z4, why is this an issue? So you'll see if you look inside, there are lines in the mesh. That's the problem. So let's go into edge mode. This is an edge. Let's say X, E to delete that edge. And say XE. And make sure you select the right ones. And I think that's the right one as well. Actually, there are 2 in this one. Wow. XE. All right. So option A to deselect all, then do select by trait, non-manifold. We still have 10 being selected. Oh, they're tiny. All right. Oh, so there's an entire edge, a face. It doesn't exist. So that's edge mode. Wow. So this is what happens sometimes when, and delete edge. This one has it as well. Uh, that's strange. I'm trying to figure out how that happened. Next edge. And this one had one too. Oh, it's just one stray right there. Next edge. I think that's all of them. Okay. Uh, and this is what happens when you merge objects or unify objects using the union tool. Sometimes this happens just because there's extra geometry. Um, Things weren't merged in the right angles. That's why you want to make one where they touch. One should be bigger or smaller than the other, vice versa. Select by trait, non-manifold. We still got one, and I think we got a hole now. We do. So something I did. Let's just do face, and then deselect all, and then do select trait non-manifold. It says 2 are selected somewhere, and I can't find them. I don't know where it have to be teeth somewhere. Let's go into solid mode to make sure we don't have a face missing. Z Z6. Um, I don't know where it's at. Let's go into vertices mode. Wireframe. Oh, it's really tiny. There's a random stray vertices right there. So X vertices. All right. Deselect all. Select our trait. Non-manifold. And it says 0 selected. So now we have a manifold design. Perfect. Save. Always save. All right. Go back in solid mode Z6. Go into face mode. We should be good. So now everything looks like it's big, right? I still want to make these antennae a little bit bigger. L. Uh, L. Okay. Scale 1.2. We're going to do this. L. Scale 1.2. And let's say grab X, -2, -1, grab Z, 1. Yep. And we'll say grab X, 1, grab Z, 1. All right, cool. And these are so close together. So let's do this. We're gonna try click a face, control plus plus, plus 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 plus. Yeah, let's do that. And we're going to say we'll do the same for the other side too. So actually grab this one, grab this one, plus 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 plus, and let's say turn on proportional editing, grab Y. All right. We're gonna go to. All right. So that should be good. We're gonna grab the bottom again. I'm moving these because I don't want them so close together. Plus 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 plus. Yeah, let's do proportional editing. Grab X. Oh, let's see. Now it's moving both of them. I don't want it to do that. So we're gonna say connected only. Connected only means only things in this little section. So grab X. Yeah, there we go. And scroll that. We're gonna say 1, 2. No, 1 should be good. Okay. Do the same here. Get that bottom face. Get that bottom face. Plus plus plus. I think that's what you did. Grab X, -1. All right. All right. And we're gonna rotate Z just a little bit. 10 degrees. 10 degrees should be good. Nah, let's do rotate Z. 20 degrees. That's better. And oh, it grabbed the wrong face. Rotate Z 20 degrees. Yes. Take proportional and grab Y. 1. There we go. Plus 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 plus. Proportional editor. Rotate Z 20 degrees. -20 degrees. Grab Y. 1. Turn proportional editor. Grab Y. 1. There we go. So now I like my antenna a little bit more. Now we're talking about something. Okay, cool. So now that we have that, one thing is FDM printing is going to make printing these feet really hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create, actually I'm going to scale this whole thing up by 1.5. Actually, I'm going to scale it by 2. So scale 2. Yeah, now it's huge. So I'm going to turn my modifier off. I'm going to shift A to add. I'm going to add a sphere. Not a sphere. I'm going to add a cylinder. Make it 2 millimeters depth. How wide is this? Um, grab Z. Oh, actually, 100 vertices. Yeah, 100 vertices to keep it pretty smooth. So I'm going to grab Z. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to align these. So to align these objects, I click this one. I want to align this one to this object. So I click Shift, click, and I'm going to go into item mode, click align, and I don't like all these options, so this is not enough for me. So I'm going to go into advanced, and let me move my face, and I'm going to go to, let's see, the min. Oh yeah, min and min. Z. So that means the min of this one, of these two, is going to be aligned along the Z axis. So it's going to, the feet are actually going to go to the base of this. So they're both of the bases will be matched, right? Or aligned. So we're going to apply that, right? And then once we click out of there, we're going to click Control A, apply location for this. Control A, apply location. Control A, apply location. Okay. So then we do it again. We go to align, go to advance, and then we say center, center, X, Y. We don't care about Z, just the X and Y because we want it centered. So it looks like a game piece almost. And then now that we have that, Control A, we're going to say location, Control A, location. And I think I want this to be actually 4 millimeters thick. Yeah. Wait, why did it do that? Oh, because wait, that doesn't make sense. Scale Z. Control A, all transform, scale Z. Oh, because it's scaling from that point. So let me do Shift S, cursor to selected. It's still not doing that. Shift S. Okay, let's go into edit mode. Shift S, cursor to selected. There we go. Scale Z. And it's because I want this to be 3. Go back in this one. 3. Nope, it's not doing it. So sometimes it acts weird. So let's go into edit mode and we're gonna go into our overlays to see the length, edge length. And now zoom in so we can see them clearly because it's gonna be really hard to see. And these edges are 2 millimeters. So we're gonna scale Z, let's say 2. We'll make it 4 millimeters. All right. So now, oh, actually, we want to make sure these edges, click that face, turn the overlays off, and we're going to go into edge mode and do Control B to bevel, so we get a smooth edge, uh, like right there. Yeah, that's good. All right, and notice that the feet are too low. So now we go into object mode. We're going to grab this one, go into this mode, grab Z. We want this just within the shape. So when we merge it, it merges well. So click here, go to edit and union. Now we have one little game piece looking Zim. Cool. So now let's go into our modifier and we just want to see what it all looks like. Make sure everything's cleaned up. Let me move my face. Subdivision surface. It's going to take a second. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. This always takes a while just off the strength of it's a lot of subdivisions going on. So that's 2. I still don't think it's smooth enough. And that's 3. Here we go. Invader Zim is now on his puck and he is ready for printing. But look here, this got messed up. So now we're gonna go here, turn this off so we can see. We want to click these edges, go around, go around. All right, do the same here. Shift click, then control click. Control click, control click, oh, control click, control click, uh, item, increase the crease. There we go. Oh, and then I forgot all of our edges no longer have their creases because we just unified two objects or two meshes, boom, into one mesh. So we go back, go to select, edge loops, make sure the crease is right. Boom, boom, boom. Oh man, I forgot about this. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's right. Actually, this actually isn't too bad. Boom, 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 and up, boom. All right, increase that crease. Boom, 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 boom. One. All right. Did I do this one? I can't remember. I think I did. And then let's turn this back on. Let's see what we got. What we got. Come on and give it to me, please. Start up. Going too slow. There we go. There we go. Now our feet are smooth. All right. And then let's see what it looks like here with our colors. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we gotta increase the crease on the teeth. I don't like that bleeding. And the eyes. Oh my gosh. So click here, click here. Turn this off so we can see. Boom, 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 boom. And you don't have to do this. This is just for presentation. Actually, it looks better when you export it. Even if you don't apply your modifier, it'll have that smooth look. And this is why the prints come out good. And when you don't apply it directly, um, it doesn't save it with all these. I cannot click there. It doesn't save it with all these extra vertices. As far as the Blender file itself, it won't save with all these vertices, so it makes your file a little bit smaller. And you can always go back and make changes. Change that to 1. And let's fix these teeth. Boom, 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 boom. All right, go here, do the same thing. Oh, select here, do the same thing. Actually, that tooth got colored somehow. That's weird. So we'll have to go back and fix that color. Boom, 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 boom. All right, increase these creases. And let me color that face. I'm not sure how that happened. Make sure we mark that seams. All right, go to face mode. Boom. Yeah, it's just that one. Let's go back to material. This should be the white color. Yeah, this render messes everything up. Somehow this view has gotten smaller. There we go. Assign. Boom, boom, boom. I don't think we care about the base. Huh? What just happened? Oh, that's why. Assign. It didn't click the white. That was weird. All right, so now the teeth are correct, and I mean we could just give the base a random color. Why don't we have? Oh, because we increased the crease, but we didn't add a seam. All right. So you got to be real careful. Creases and seams matter. Okay. I put the bevel on the base just because it makes taking it off the print bed so much easier. Like scene, go back into face mode, and what do we want to paint this base? Um, I don't know, man. We'll make it this green color. Uh, I guess it doesn't really matter. Go, 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 go. Um, that's weird. Oh, green. That's fine. All right, now we go in this one. There we go. There we go. And now we go to our modifier. See what it looks like. Let's see. All our colors should be right now. All the edges should be smooth now. And we should be good to go. All right, there we go. Zim is smooth in color. And, I like to just do a quick screenshot. Let me get rid of all this. This was our duplicates as backups. Hide those. And now we should be able to zoom in. And I just like to take a screenshot. There we go. So people know what it looks like before it's supposed to come out. This is how it was modeled. There we go. And yeah, now it should be ready. So now you go to click this object, go to 3D printing. You can click a folder. It's going to by default go into the folder that you selected and click export. I named this one, it's going to say test Zim. Whatever you name it, when you export it, it's going to have the name of the file and then like an underscore or something or a hyphen and then the name of the object you created. So now I can go into, let's say, Cura. Let's go into Cura and we can close this now. Cura is going to open, and let's open Chitubox too. Yeah. Let's see, where is my Cura? Cura is still loading up. Yeah, we're not doing an update right now. Okay, so, oh, I already have it open. Cool. All right, so this is what it'll look like in Chitubox. And let me shrink this down a little bit. All right, and this is what it will look like in Cura. So Cura is the default slicer for FDM printers. A lot of companies make their own version of it, but this is what it'll look like. I'm going to click Command O, and I'm going to open that file, test, see Invader Zim hyphen test Zim. I'm going to open that. And this is like, once you've done with the modeling, this is the next step to slice it and get it prepared to actually print it. All right, now that you see it, I already have my printer selected. I'm not gonna go through all that. All my settings, I set it to 0.2 because it's actually I'm gonna make this print a little bit bigger. Because I want it to be big. Scale. So I hit S like I normally would, and then just make sure uniform scaling is on, and then let's just say make this 150. Yeah. And it fits within the test print. All right. And that's the scale. For smaller prints with areas that like small arms and stuff, one thing is I don't do crazy infill. I let that load just real quick. Layer height when it's this big, 0.2 should be fine. One key part, supports. I make sure that's always checked with stuff like this because those red areas indicate there are overhangs, unless it's on the floor. But those red areas mean there are flat areas that will need supports. So I'll put that one extra thing when I do, let's see, speed, I don't care, not speed, travel, shell. I increase my wall lines to 3. So when I have small areas like the antennae or the arms or the feet, I want to make sure the walls are thick enough so they don't break, so they're dense. And then once you do that, just click slice. And it is going to do its thing. In Chitubox, same thing. You open the file. Actually, I think this is my old file I made. So let's delete that. Click this folder icon. Uh, yes, I want to allow it. Test Zim. There it is. And here's the thing with Chitubox. If it's too big for the print volume, let's say I do this, it'll put it in red and say it's not possible. So that's the nice thing with resin printers. I saw this trick online. The trick to anything with a flat base, just do this. Like adjust the angle by clicking the rotation button. Just adjust it just enough so it has a slight slope. And then that way it should print fine. Then you go, first thing you want to do is hollow it out if you want to. This is how you save resin. So you hollow it out. I just do 1 millimeter thickness. That means the walls will be 1 millimeter. So I do start and it's going to hollow it out, right? So right now when you import it, it just looks solid. But once you hollow it, if it's solid, you're gonna waste a lot of resin. It's gonna be this big, heavy print. Hollow it out, your resin will last much longer. So it's gonna hollow this out and make the layers of the walls, the skin, and everything is gonna be 2 millimeters. I mean 1 millimeter each. That's what the wall thickness is here. So it's gonna go through that. Once this finishes, it's gonna go up and down, and you'll see it animate. Don't touch it while it's doing this. One thing with these slicers, they don't handle well, like with really complex meshes. Yeah, and then it's gonna go down, and you can start to see where it'll start to create like that hole. So this a 1 millimeter depth in the walls. So let it do its thing. Let that finish. We're gonna check back over here. The slicing is done. Saying it's gonna be a 12-hour print. Not surprised. Hit preview. When you hit preview, now you can really look at it and don't touch anything while it's processing the layers. That's what it's doing down here at the bottom. While it's doing that, let it do its thing. Do not touch it because it will crash if it's too complex of a file. And yeah, this one's still doing this thing. Yeah, like I said, you can see it start to see the holes in the middle. All right. Wow, both of these. Oh, because both of them running at the same time. Did I close Blender? I did. All right. And let's see, which one are you going to finish first? Looks like Cura. Let's see. And boom, boom, boom. Come on. There we go. So now that's what you see on this print are those supports. You got to tear those off. All right. So if you don't want to see the supports, you want to really analyze it, click the preview button. I said preview. Click preview. Oh, I'm sorry. Color scheme and unclick helpers. That's your supports. And now you can see what it looks like. You can analyze it to see if you see any issues before you even print it. You should see no gaps, any holes in the print or anything like that. Sometimes you'll zoom in and you'll see like a hole where things are joined. And if you want to go even further, like especially with the antenna, you want to be careful. Use this wheel or this sliding bar to scroll down. See how there's 3 lines? That's because I set the layer line, the wall thickness to 3. And yeah, now you can scroll up and down and really look at how it's going to print layer by layer. Go down and you shouldn't see any issues where the major issues happens where things join, like arms, shoulders, gloves. You shouldn't see any random cracks in your print. And this one is ready to print. And then you just save it. You save it to whatever location and it'll be saved as a .g code file. Then you come here, this one should be almost done. Boom, now it's done. And if you go into X-ray mode, same thing. You can slide it down and see how it's created. Cool. Their X-ray mode looks kind of crazy. If it's hollow like this, always go click holes, dig a hole. And I make my holes pretty large as far as diameter, but not as far as depth. The walls are only a millimeter thick, so I just do 1.5. And go back to solid mode. I click do not keep the hole. Take that off because it will print it. When you keep the hole, let's say for example you do this and you do that, now you get this random piece right here. You don't want that, and that's actually like the plug to it. That's if you want to plug something up. So you can keep that. That is an option. You don't want that. So now I got a hole there. Anywhere where there's a lot of fluid that could possibly pack, if you don't put holes, it could potentially burst when it's printing because it's a lot of pressure. So just anywhere, if I go to X-ray, there's a big hole down here, and then there's one. Yeah, this doesn't flow all the way to the bottom, so I want another hole here. So if it does pull up, it has somewhere to spill. So I go solid, do another hole, add a hole, and go here. Yep, and that's cool. And now you want to add your supports. You can either generate all, which makes a lot of supports, which I don't suggest. Why is it still here? Oh, because I still had it selected. Let me go back into this mode. Get rid of that plug. Yeah. Now go to support mode because it's at an angle. If you scroll along it, the closer it gets to a full shaded area, that's where supports need to be. Red usually indicates supports are needed. So then you go here and you just start to click around like, oh, I want something there, I want something there, I want something there. I want it all along the edges to make sure, things print successfully. Boom, 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 just random. Not random. Areas where you know it, like anywhere where it's closer to the bed, you want support, like here. Like, see how this ring slowly starts to get thicker and thicker. We want to put something here. Definitely want, oh, there it is. Like right here, here, and here. Cool. Now we want something here. And you'll notice, like, for some reason, Chitubox has an issue always putting these supports every time. So sometimes you have to click twice or something. Yeah. Once you get one going, it shouldn't be too hard. But you definitely want to hit these edges, these corners. Yeah, I don't know why it does this. All right, so there's that. You got some supports there. There we go. Definitely want to do the hands. Gotta do the hands. Don't want the hands to fall off. Okay, there's that. Do this hand. Okay, cool. Because it's leaning back, I think it should just this just to be safe. You don't need crazy supports either. Like, don't go crazy with the supports. I always want to make sure the hands get covered. I think that should be good. Sometimes if you zoom in, it helps. That should be all right. All right. Yeah, for some reason it's just hard. And then once you do that, you should be able to go here, back to this mode, hit slice, and it will slice it for you. And once it's finished, same thing it did here, save it to a file. And that is your entire process, so you can get your very own Invader Zim game piece. Yes. Word of advice: if you do resin, break the supports off as comfortable, like as carefully as possible before you cure it. It's a lot harder to tear it off when it's cured. Always do it before, and this is what you'll get. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for liking. Thank you all for subscribing. If you like this content, please leave comments below. Subscribe, send me DMs. If you follow me on Instagram at nerdboy_Q, I appreciate it. Go to my website nerdboyq.com. I post some of my models there. I am on My Manufactory. I am on Cults 3D, and I am on Thingiverse. But the majority of my prints will be on my, like, more detailed prints will be on Coats 3D. All the smaller ones like Zim will be on My Manufactory. This one will be up. Today is Friday, January 31st, 2020. I will have this posted by the end of the day today, Pacific Standard Time. Thank you for watching. Like I said, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for keeping up with me. Thank you for being patient with my learning process, with my keys, my audio. Just thank you for everything, and thank you for the encouragement for everybody that has sent me. You all don't know how much that means, because I didn't know it would help, and I didn't know if my prints really mattered to people. So thank you. I hope this helps you all. Y'all have a good day and keep blending. I really appreciate it.